You know, we've all heard the story of the young wife, and she's cooking her first roast, and she puts it on the dinner table, and her husband says, "Honey, why did you cut both ends off the roast?" And she says, "You know, I don't know. My mom did that, so I did it too. Let me call her." So she calls her mom, and she says, "Mom, why do we cut both ends off the roast?" And Mom says, "You know, I don't know. My mom did that. Let's call her." So they get on the phone and they call Grandma and they said, "Grandma, why do we cut both ends off the roast?" And she said, "Honey, my small oven, it was so tiny. I had to cut the ends off so it would fit." It's a cute joke, and we've heard it and we still laugh, I think, every time we hear it. But what may not be so funny is the fact that many of us are living lives like that. We made decisions years ago, maybe even decades ago, and we're living with them every day without second thought. And worse than that, maybe we didn't even make the decision, maybe we just accepted it by default. So let's think about our days. Many of us, we wake up in the morning and we rush to grab that first cup of coffee, or that Dr. Pepper, or that Diet Coke, and we don't even think about it anymore. It just happens, right? And we turn on our television to the lovely news as we're getting dressed in the morning to hear about the latest world disaster so that we're in a great frame of mind to start our day. And we rush out the door grabbing a donut or a Pop-Tart or leftovers from our kids' breakfast or whatever we can find to scarf down in the car while we're in traffic. And then we rush through lunch. Maybe we eat at our desks. Maybe we catch a few minutes with friends, but most likely we don't make a healthy choice. And then we try to cruise through the rest of our day. We get home, land on the couch in front of the television. We fall asleep to Leno or Letterman or whatever our choice might be, and eventually stumble into bed, only to wake up the next morning to start it all over and wonder, why am I so tired? But it doesn't have to be that way. You can make a different choice. You can choose to live your peak. And that journey is a very simple one. There's 3 little steps. First, you have to make the choice. Second, you have to discover the power of small steps every day. And third, you have to be aware of those scripts that we're telling ourselves. So what is peak? Well, it means something different probably to each one of us. But most of all, I think it means just honoring our gifts and our potential. You know, thinking, what is that one thing that you can't imagine going through life leaving undone? Is it starting a business? Is it raising amazing kids? Is it running a marathon? Is it traveling the world? What is that passion that just burns inside of you that you can't imagine leaving undone? Well, I think if you'll look there, you'll start to find your peak. It's also understanding your preferences. Do you thrive in the hustle and bustle of a busy office, really enjoying that interaction with your coworkers? Or do you prefer a quiet, cozy office where you have plenty of time to write and think? Or maybe both. Peak is also knowing that it takes healthy habits and daily routines that allow you to perform at your best every single day.